Hey everyone, my name is Nathan Payne. Welcome to another episode of Blu Ocean Crypto. This is a special one for you guys. I am absolutely in love with this project. I only recently found out about it not too long ago, and I'm just super impressed with everything that they're doing. They're following the market, they're making changes, they're evolving, they're adapting, they're constantly improving what they're doing. Their community is absolutely amazing. That's actually one of the things that really drew me to them. You know, being in a lot of the other projects that our games guild is in, really community involvement and engagement is super huge to us as a guild. That's one of our criteria that we look for when we're judging a project is how active is a community, how invested are their community into this project. And I feel like Mech, there's a couple other projects out there are really doing it right. So this is just going to be a brief introduction video, but do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Only about 15% of you watching this are currently subscribed. That's really going to make a big difference in helping our channel grow. And if you want to see us cover more Mech content, definitely let us know down below in the comments. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So right away, you can add your email if you want to be a part of their newsletter, get updates, not just the early access, but of course that too. So I made sure to do that right away. And I actually really like getting the updates and staying in the loop there. It's not like you're getting spammed or getting a bunch of emails every single day. I really like how they condense their information and disseminate that out to people who've put their email in. And that's not always done right either. So it's really nice to kind of see them doing a great job there. So let's just go through the site a little bit. And then I do want to show you their Foundry, which is a lot of the different types of mechs that have already been, minted into existence, so to speak. And then we'll take a quick look at the world map. I will cover what I would call their roadmap or their light paper in another video. And as well, we'll probably do a deep dive into the white paper, but there's a lot of information there. And also, very last thing I'll say, not everything here is fully updated, so there could be some changes that have happened or have already been discussed, but this is kind of what they've got on the website right now. So just jumping into it, it talks about battle, mining, building, playing and earn, how there's a bunch of different game types basically, so you can win battles. There's races, which is awesome. I mean, these mechs just look like they were designed to race. They really do. And then a match 3 minigame, which is really cool because anyone who knows Karma vs. Zombies right now, it's actually one of the highest performing play to earn games currently going on right now in the bear market. And who doesn't love Candy Crush, right? So I think it's cool that they added the match 3 in there. And they talk about how it's used to earn Forge, which is the cryptocurrency used in Mech. You can also create your own arenas, design garages, rent mechs, purchase assets in their exclusive NFT shop to build and sell in-game NFT weapons, or even create your own Mech minigame. If you haven't seen our Coffee and Crypto with David, who's the head of community development for Mech, that was an awesome one. I'll definitely get it to pop up here on screen so you guys can go check that out. We talk about a lot of these different things. Now, just kind of coming down, it talks about 5 elite factions. I mean, they all just look stunning. Like, I love the color, the vibrancy on them. And it's currently showing 4, and then there's this question mark for the next one. So we can jump over to OpenSea if we want to take a look at some of the prices and purchase. I'll leave that to you guys. Like I said, I'm going to show you the Foundry here, and then we'll take a look at the world map. So it talks about becoming a Mech citizen. You can own Mech land. Actually, half the challenge I found for me is figuring out where do I want to get the land first. There's different benefits and different potential speculative benefits on maybe getting one in the degen fields versus somewhere else. And it's interesting. They've definitely done a good job at, I would say, making me feel like I need one in all the areas because I don't want to miss out. I guess that's what FOMO is, right? So becoming a landowner in Mech, it says you get exclusive access to the creator tools, which allows you to design and build different buildings and structures on your land, such as garages, all that stuff we talked about above, NFT shop, weapons, park shops, and minigame battle arenas where you can host and design your own Mech battles. And even host and design your own mini games, which is going to be really cool. That's something that's unique. That's why I think this creator tool is so awesome. You know, they're really adding a lot of customizability into the game, and they're allowing the community to kind of help develop the game and move it forward too. Not as the primary responsibility as a user, but for people who are more inclined to more creative and want that aspect of a game. Here you go, right? Like, create to your content. They do show a couple different videos here. You know, I'll just kind of rip through it quickly. Talking about terraforming your land, you know, basically showing an example of how easy it is to kind of design that, create it, change the topography, do all kinds of fun stuff. That's nice. Talks about creating NFT buildings. So it kind of shows here, for example, obviously down at the bottom, there's different costs. You can kind of change the dimensionality of that structure. Maybe you want it to be wider, larger, whatever. There could be multiple reasons why you might end up doing that as well. And then just kind of moving along, this was cool. Like, this blew me away the first time I seen this. I was like, wait, what? You were literally designing in-game NFT weapon assets with all of the individual? No way. Like, I was a little too excited, I have to admit, when I seen this. This is amazing. Plus, think about how the difference and the variance in the weapons and the stats and the skills, and it's really going to bring a lot of creativity to this game, I think. Plus, being able to build your own NFTs, who doesn't want to do that? Maybe you build an awesome blueprint that ends up being one of the best types of machine guns. Maybe people are going to want that. It's going to be really interesting. And it talks about getting ready for endless crypto casual gaming. So I really like how they're approaching this, because they're talking about having a simple gameplay loop, but very addictive, very exciting, and how they're ready to kind of take this by storm. And wait till you see their team. The talent on the team is next level. That's something that if you already weren't confident about what you're seeing now, wait till we take a look at the team. So they do have some stuff going on here. I know this isn't completely accurate with the timeline. Some of this probably needs to be updated, but go to their Discord. That's the best place to find the most accurate information about exactly what's going on with the timeline. Kind of every project has pushed some things around. They're really focusing on building right now, not rushing to launch things. Like we were kind of talking about in the last video, last January, everyone thought breeding was gonna like change the world, and now it's one of the most hated aspects of games. So what I really like about this project is they're learning and adapting to the market, and they really seem to be staying ahead of the curve. And that's something that super impresses us as a game guild. Because as a game guild, we're looking for long-term projects. We don't want pump and dumps. We don't want something that's just going to be here for a short 3-6 month period. We want to be able to get established. And there's more emphasis as a game guild researching a title than is it just fun? Are we going to play it a little bit? It's like, no, we're looking for long-term. So here's the team. I highly recommend you guys come on here, take a look into some of these people. Absolutely amazing. Trey Smith, Nick, just amazing backgrounds there. David, I know as well. Like I said, he's done a fantastic job with the community. A lot of these guys are just awesome. And you can tell that they really care about their project. And this isn't just, a fly-by-night team that got together. We're talking about world-class talent. So if you haven't, like I said, make sure that you subscribe to stay up to date with their information. You can kind of see some of the companies who've been involved in investing in them. Polygon, Shima Capital is really popular in Play to Earn. We see them in a lot. Also, Big Brain Holdings, Breeder DAO, if you don't know about them, really cool project as well. And then let's just kind of jump right over and take a look at their Foundry. So it shows here, we're taking a look right away. We've got Legendary. There's a whole bunch of different Legendary that are produced, and I really like how I can just kind of hover over and it'll show me kind of like a little animation. I would say my favorite so far out of the Legendary, where is he? This one. I don't know, I just feel like slender, sleek, he's gonna dodge some bullets, could probably run really fast. I also like this guy, he just looks really badass. But I'd be worried his body structure is a little too large for maybe some of the battles. And is some of that stuff even going to come into effect? Maybe this guy doesn't have 2 weapons on his arm yet. Maybe he's going to look different when you equip him. It's hard to say. So obviously you can move over, take a look at there's Foundation. We've got Blaze, there's Terra. I love the way that they have like the ghost kind of ethereal wings kind of floating on the back there. Also, there's Nixie. I would say Terra is probably my favorite out of the Foundation set. Then there's Obsidian under Aether. We've got Tephra. These ones look really cool, right? They almost remind me of like a sand bug, sand dune type thing. And then Reaper. Reapers just look mean. Like they're bigger than the screen. You can't even see the whole gun. They also remind me of like the Sentinels from the Matrix. And then there's Rebel, which obviously look like great ones for racing. Look at that big ass wheel in the back. I want to put that in a drift race, or maybe this guy in a drift race with all these wheels. Really cool. And then Elders are coming soon. Now, last thing before we end the video, we'll just take a quick look at the world map. This is awesome. Now, don't be fooled. Just because this world map isn't like 3D super crazy graphics, this is just a map. If you remember when we take a look at the main website, you can see the level of details, and same with the mechs themselves. They look amazing. So I actually like that this map is rather simplified. Now you can see the issue is all the land is gone. Everybody's bought land. So trying to get a piece of land is actually an issue on itself. That's a really good sign. That means there's a ton of people who are interested in this project. You've got to be around for the land minting in order to get in. I don't even know if there's a way to get it through secondary right now. I don't think so. I think just the mechs are possible to get through secondary. So that makes it even more scarce. So you've got Gibson Bay, Sprawl, Degen Fields, the Citadel, and Green Loop. And so far, I definitely know I want a piece of land in Degen Fields, as well as the Sprawl, because you get these awesome, huge, giant skyscraper things. But then when you start looking into all these other areas, you're like, oh crap, I need one in these too. So I hope you guys found this video as exciting as I found this project to be when I first found it. Like I said, I think they're doing absolutely everything right. There's less than a handful of projects in all of play to earn space, in my opinion, that I would put in this basket. And because of the quality, this is going to be something that we're going to be covering a lot more often here on our channel. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video so it helps the YouTube algorithm show this to other people who are interested in play to earn in Web3, and we all benefit together. And then slam that bell notification to stay up to date for everything that we have coming out for you on this channel. Okay guys, until next time, cheers. Don't forget about our 1,000 subscriber giveaway where you can win $200, and if you need more information, be sure to join us on our Discord. See you there.